But it's important to find other people who are in the same situation, people who can help you out. And then really to start talking about balancing resources. You know, it can be hugely disruptive when you have to deal with a crisis. And we're all really good at dealing with crises. But caregiving is not just about managing a crisis. Caregiving can be years. It can be a really long time. So I see you seeing that. So then you're not just talking about managing a crisis for a short period of time. You're talking about changes in your whole life schedule. If you're working, maybe having a flexible schedule, talking to your employer about, can I flex my schedule? Can I work from home? Can I do some things so that I can breathe a little bit? Because then you'll be better at work and you'll be better at home. If you have young children at home and you're in that sandwich generation, so you're taking care of kids and taking care of an elderly parent, you need to be able to spread that energy around. So doing that in a way that marshals some resources, so get involved in carpools. I know that there are carpools here. I see the carpool lanes. Get involved and ask for help. And we're not so good as caregivers to ask for help, but we have to. This is the time to do that. In terms of resources, I think it's important to have an honest discussion with siblings. Oftentimes, what I've seen is that one sibling is the designated caregiver, and sometimes another sibling is out of town, or they're the big wage earner. So they're the ones that step up to the plate, or they have to maybe be encouraged to step up to the plate and say, okay, I'm giving X amount of time. I need you to help order in meals twice a week so that I don't have to cook those meals. Or let's get somebody in once a week to clean the house so that that's something that we don't have to worry about. Whatever you can do to ease that strain. Now I know that that requires having discussions with siblings, and oftentimes that means dealing with long-standing sibling issues. So, and I see some people smiling at that. So, not easy stuff, and I'm certainly not suggesting that this is an easy task, but it's a really important task. Why? Because we owe it to the elders to provide for them in a way that's dignified and respectful, but we also owe it to ourselves to take care of ourselves in a way that we can feel proud of what we're doing and how we're doing it, and so that we can survive at the other end of it. Because that's the key, right? We want to make sure that we get through this in a way that helps us to cope with our stressors, deal with what we have to deal with, and then be able to move on. Number 6 is taking control in a crisis. And I think for those of us who are caregivers, we can be pretty good at that, but you have to be careful to recognize the toll that that's going to